Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Tony Tone, or good evening, or happy weekend, or maybe you're watching us 10 years in the future. You've found Hy-Vee Today's YouTube channel. If it were 10 years in the future, I would be 44, soon to be 45. How much gray hair will I have 10 years from now? Only time will tell. That's for sure. I feel like since I've worked here, the amount of gray hairs have slowed down because I'm less stressed. So that's nice. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle and it'll decrease the amount of gray hairs that you have. That's a pretty good slogan. Put that on a shirt, right? We're glad that you're with us. We are one day away from the weekend, heading into a Labor Day weekend. I don't know if you've looked at the weather forecast, but maybe don't. I'll mime. I won't say what was supposed to happen this weekend. I'll just mime it to you. But if you're going to be traveling, you may need one of these. Put that umbrella back in my pocket. Rain, folks. Rain. Not raining cats and dogs. Not raining men. Maybe going to blame it on the rain. It's going to happen this weekend. I'm sorry. But it is Labor Day weekend. Perhaps you'll have Monday off. We will be open for business. So if you need anything on Monday, let us know. We'll take care of you. It was a long day yesterday for myself and Chef Tess, who is not here today because she is at a training with some pizza chef. How did I not get invited to go? It's because I'm not a chef, but Chef Tess is at a pizza training with other Hy-Vee chefs, and then there's a guy from New York. that's a pizza chef. So that's cool. I'm really happy that Chef Tess gets to do that, and we get to sit here. Last night we had our keto cooking class 2. It was sold out. Good time. There's some pics, and the food was unreal. Keep it there, Mr. Broderson, for a minute. That right there is meatloaf with cauliflower mashed potatoes. That's the sample size that we gave out, by the way. It was essentially like everyone got a meatball and cauliflower mashed potatoes. And it was really good. The meatloaf was a combination of beef and pork and seasonings. I don't know what the binding ingredients were, but you don't know if it was coconut flour?
That's what I did.
Shannon? Okay, well, I don't know what Chef Tess used. And then there is some cheesecake. Oh my goodness, that cheesecake was de bam with a little blueberry sauce on top of it. It was so good. And again, this is all keto friendly. And there's that keto pizza, that fathead crust. I've been called worse. Fathead crust made by Chef Tess with cheese and almond flour and an egg, and it was very, very good. So thanks to everybody that came out last night. There's Kara Zigerman, Hy-Vee dietitian, and there's Chef Tess. Got her in the middle of a sentence. And that's a great picture if you zoom out a hair, Ryan, if you're able to, or just right there is cool. Yes, look at that. Chef Tess working on the cheesecakes. And yes, I did have to sample a cheesecake before and during the class, as well as sampling the breakfast smoothie that she made. I don't have any pictures of that, but it was good. So here we go. Keto Class 3, or the 3rd, or with a vengeance, whatever you want to call it, is Wednesday, September 26th, starting at 5:30. Tickets will go on sale September 12th at 9 a.m. at customer service. $10 each, first come, first serve. Hello to Colleen on Facebook. I just saw your comment. Thanks for being with us. Okay, let's get to our first guest, who is back with Senior Resources. And there she is. It's Shannon Abel, everybody.
Hello.
You are
Thank you, sir.
Abel, and you're here. And I'm gonna move these Hawkeye and Cyclone shirts to the front of the table so that they're not distracting
So hard
us.
to not laugh at you when you have jokes.
I do have jokes, don't I?
It's hard to not let it pick up on the mic.
I think the good news is until you get introduced, your microphone is potted down
Oh, thank God.
or turned down for what? So you could have laughed and it would have been fine. Yeah. It is called potted down. See, we're learning, friends. How are
Interest back
things?
there.
Yeah, Betsy. It's difficult with Betsy on the camera. She tries to distract me the
and then
entire
Delmar
time.
was dancing, so it was just
Yeah,
a double whammy.
and then we had Del Martini over there shaking his tail feather, trying to do a serious talk show from a grocery store here.
Are you serious?
No, I mean, I am serious. How are things at Senior Resources?
We are doing well.
Good.
We are actually about to go on our first safari
Ooh.
on September 25th. We are going to the Niobe Zoo.
Awesome.
Should it rain, we have backup days for October 2nd and October 9th. So pray that it doesn't rain,
Yeah.
because this is a huge thing for us. This has been in the works for months. And I want to shout out and a huge thank you to Non-Emergency Transport, because they are generously taking us there and back free of charge. So if you haven't heard of Dana and Ken LaRue, please go check them out. They're amazing. All of their team members are just like thebomb.com. So if you haven't checked them out, please do.
They're really good people, and they have
yes.
so many cool vehicles that they use for transportation.
Yep.
So, all right, Ryan, from the Senior Resources Facebook page, if you scroll down, you'll see a picture of a giraffe, and we'll pull up the post for the Niobe Zoo. I told you, Shannon, yesterday when we were talking on the phone. There it is, right next to the picture of Shannon. 10 years ago, I lived in the District of Rock Island with a friend of mine. I was single, and my friend, Mark, at one point ran the Niobe Zoo. So I have spent a lot of time at the Niobe Zoo. I'm a big fan of it. And this is a great idea to take a group from Senior Resources to the zoo. How many people will be going with you?
As of right now, there's going to be at least 18.
Nice.
That could change. If you want to go, you can go by becoming a member of our Adult Day Center Heritage Place. And I mean, it's going to be fun. We're excited. And the other thing that we need is we are looking for sponsors in the community who want to help us.
Okay.
All we're asking for is a couple of dollars here, a couple of dollars there, whatever you're able to give, it all helps. And that is actually going towards our train ride through the park.
Cool.
And that's the big thing because we want everybody to see the whole park, without getting exhausted and having a good time.
Well, you can't go to the Niobe Zoo and not ride the trains. I mean, it's just
that's
something
also true.
That has to be done. Okay, so you don't have to worry about getting into the zoo, but if someone's watching that's connected to a business, or if they're just an individual that wants to donate however much you can afford to give, just look at it this way. A train ride is what,
$3.75.
Okay, so $3.75. Maybe you got $50 laying around. You could donate to Senior Resources and then pay for quite a few folks to ride the train.
That's right.
I mean, that seems like a great idea and a way to give back. I think they're going to have so much fun, the group that'll be at the zoo, especially if they haven't gone in a while.
And I think most of them haven't ever gone.
Oh my gosh.
So that's one of the big things. This is going to be an experience for them all the way around because most of them are unable to, physically get there.
And it's always nice to get out of town for a little bit, to get out of Muscatine and have something to do and be surrounded by your peers. I want to back up for a second. One of the things that I had written down, because again, I don't assume that everybody knows what goes on at Senior Resources. So the question that I wrote, Shannon, is how does Senior Resources serve the community? That could take 45 minutes to answer because you have a lot of different ways that you do. But I wonder if you could just paint with broad brushstrokes so that maybe folks that are watching, and this is the first time they've ever heard about Senior Resources. So let's speak to that viewer, and then we're going to kind of get through some of the other events that you have coming up.
That is a great question. Okay, so in broad terms, Senior Resources provides services like chore program, and that is lawn care and snow removal. We provide Meals on Wheels. Laura Vargas is our outreach coordinator, so she does wellness checks. She helps with rent reimbursement, just kind of the she knows everything kind of gal. We have our home repair, and our adult day program is the big thing. You can come and it's respite for both you and your caregiver. And we just kind of do and SHIP. We do the Senior Health Insurance Information Program.
Sure.
And we help people save money through the craziness that is Medicare.
Sure.
So that's the big outlining. We do a lot of stuff.
Ryan, I'm glad that you clicked on that, and I'm sorry for interrupting. Okay, so Senior Health Insurance Information Program. You just had 2 volunteers that were recognized by the governor, and we have those pictures we'll show in a moment. So when we pull these pictures up, I want you to tell us who we're looking at, but this was pretty cool. So the SHIP program, obviously they're doing a lot of good work, and Governor Kim Reynolds and Lieutenant Governor Clark Gregg just recognized...
Adam Gregg.
Did I say Clark?
Yes, you
I always
did.
want to call him Clark. Why is his name not Clark Gregg? Well, it should be Clark, but it's Adam Gregg. So who is in that photo right there?
So this right here is Rose Harper, and she is one of our 10-year veteran volunteer counselors.
Sure.
She is actually retiring in October or so.
Wow.
And in the time that she's been with us, she's counseled over 1,400 clients and spent over 1,200 hours helping people save over $226,000.
That is unbelievable.
Now that's not just her with the over 226,000, but that is all 5 of our counselors.
Way to go, Rose Harper, and congratulations on retiring. And then here's another SHIP representative that was acknowledged by the governor and lieutenant governor. Who are we looking at in that
This
photo?
is Laura Vargas. So she is SHIP coordinator. She doesn't actually do the SHIP counseling.
Sure.
But we were awarded 25 years of being a SHIP site. So that's great for us. So we started doing that in 1993, which I can't even, I was like 3. So,
I was 10, but it's all good. I was 10 years old in 93. Make me feel old.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. So Laura Vargas does a lot of good work. Everybody does a lot of good work that's connected to Senior Resources. I mean, it's just, but for some people, it's just a place they drive by on Mulberry.
Yep.
And they might not have an experience, but, guess what? Maybe in a few years, it'll be a family member that is, receiving some help or some counseling on insurance. I mean, the variety of things that goes on. It's
kind of how it works is people don't know about it until it's a necessity.
Sure.
Or until bad things happen, which is always unfortunate, but we
Right.
try and help in any way possible.
Okay, so welcome to Medicare. We can go to that. That's great. That's on our list of things to cover. So welcome to Medicare is coming up.
Yep, October 11th at the new library. If you want to be involved, please call by October 2nd. They do fill up.
Okay.
Not this last year, but the year before last, we had scheduled like 15 people and like 60 people showed up.
Wow.
So it's a free seminar that is really informational and helpful. I mean, if you're trying to navigate Medicare, it's crazy anyway. So whatever help you can get, we're willing to provide it, and we hope to see you there.
Yeah, so keep in mind it says registration is required, and they mean it because you want to be able to know how many people to expect.
Right, and we give packets,
Okay.
so there's information that goes along with it that
Sure.
you wouldn't get if you didn't, if you showed up randomly.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, not a lot of places in town with better rooms than the Mustard Public Library, the new location. It's just set up to have events like this.
I haven't been there yet, so
What?
I'm excited
Are
to go.
you that person, Shannon, that hasn't been to the new library? It's so great.
I am the Patrick Star at Senior
Ah.
Resources. I live under the rock.
You've got to get to the library. It's just tremendous.
Well, I was supposed to go on their outing, but I didn't get to.
Okay.
So.
Well, we'll get you there one way or the
Tell
other.
Pete and Jody to let me go to the library.
Yes, Joni, please let Shannon. Who was the other one I need to
Pete.
Pete and Joni, please let Shannon go to the library. She's probably got overdue fees. That's why you're avoiding it.
Actually, I don't have a library card here.
Oh my gosh.
I'm behind.
This is an intervention, Shannon. We need to get you a library card.
I know.
It's
bad.
All right, let's talk about the Memory Cafe.
Yep. Okay. So
That's coming up as well,
that
right?
is actually, we're partnering with
Okay.
Sunnybrook at Muscatine for
Cool.
that. So that's kind of their brainchild. But Laura is going to be working with them,
Okay.
and that is, let me see, the second Thursday of each month at the Coffee
Perfect.
Belt.
Nice, okay.
So it's a place for people to go and just have relaxed conversation about how to, surf through the uneasy time that is dementia and the aging process. So it looks to be like a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully it gets the coverage that it deserves. So we're glad to be partnering with them.
I was going to say, yeah, that's one of those conversations that can be tough. But unfortunately, dementia affects a lot of people. So getting a group together like that to have those conversations, to make those friendships and share similar stories or situations that folks are going through. I mean, again, it's just one of those ways that Senior Resources, yes, working with Sunnybrook makes sense. Because you want to bring people together. Because the last thing that you want folks to feel like when they're going through something like that is that they're alone or they have no one to talk to.
Right. And removing the
So-
barrier is the biggest part by
Yep.
making it a casual conversation instead of stigmatizing it.
Absolutely. You got to be able, we have to be able in our society to be able to talk about these different things that are going on and that affect us because we're not alone.
Right.
Almost 99.9% of the time, if you're going through something, a challenging time, there are other people in your community that are dealing with the same thing. Sometimes you just need to know where to find them, and that Memory Cafe is a good opportunity for sure. And then the United Way Day of Caring. So that's going to be coming up in September as well.
Yep.
And Senior Resources will benefit, correct, from
Yes.
the Day of Caring? Okay.
So anybody who wants to sign up can.
Sure.
They just need to call Laura by the 4th
Okay.
of September, which is Tuesday. Oh my gosh, it's September already.
I know.
But basically anything that you need, like painting, cleaning, if you give Laura a call, she can get you taken care of.
Yep.
That's one of those things she partners with the United Way on a lot. It's the 12th annual, so that's great that we've been doing this or, having this in our community for that long. It's definitely, I remember doing it when I was in high school. So
Isn't that great?
It's kind of like this full circle thing
Yep.
in my life now, getting to see it from when I was participating to, seeing how much the benefit is now.
And I love that said, don't just wear the shirt, if we go back to that. I mean, it's true. People will come out for the day, but by all means, if you're able to, do more than just wear the shirt. Live it. That makes total sense. And being able to help in various places throughout Muscatine connected to the United Way makes sense. And then, of course, if you're at Senior Resources doing some work, do you know what's going to be done at Senior Resources on Day of Caring?
So it's kind of a modge podge of everything. There might be painting,
Sure.
because we have icky green walls on the second floor that
Okay.
need recoloring. But I know it'll be a lot of yard work before it gets gross. Although I'm excited for 15 degrees because I'm ready for it to be cold.
Yeah.
Maybe not 15 degrees, but I'm ready for
We've
it to
had
be
some
cold.
hot days lately, for sure. All right, so Shannon, you brought all these brochures, and I wonder if I can, look at this. It's such a great color palette as well, everybody. So Betsy's going to zoom in, and then these are just good ways.
I tried to make it rain, but it's not working.
No, it's okay. So when people need to learn more about services offered at Senior Resources, they can come by and grab. It just doesn't make sense. You're literally bringing meals to people that need it. Meals are prepared by Unity Point Trinity Muscatine Hospital, delivered by volunteers. The total cost of a meal is $5, and bills are sent out once a month. The program is funded by client participation, the City of Muscatine, and the United Way. This is something that you're very passionate about?
Oh, yes. I'll be celebrating 2 years on Halloween.
Wow.
And I love every minute of it. I wish people could see the lives of my clients. Most of them are homebound and don't really have that much interaction with people. So when they get to see you at lunchtime, that is the bright, the highlight of their day.
Yeah.
And it, not only are we providing food, but we're providing a wellness check because, at that age, unfortunately, things do happen.
Sure.
And so by having us in your home and us helping take care of you in that way, if anything bad does happen, you at least know you have somebody coming on,
right,
to see you.
It's got to make you feel so good, and I imagine that the clients are just like so almost giddy, excited when the delivery shows up, and like you said, they might not have a lot of interaction, could be the only person they talk to, they probably have a lot to say. So yeah,
yes,
we need Meals on Wheels to continue for sure. And I would never want to have a conversation about, Meals on Wheels not existing. It's just,
right,
we can't have that. All right, so many pamphlets. I'm just going to kind of breeze through. This just seems to be one in Spanish, which is good. This is the Adult Day Program, Home Away from Home at Senior Resources. Good opportunity, professional staff, and talks about Heritage Place. Again, if you have questions, and that's what I think is going to happen, you're going to have a lot of questions about Senior Resources. I just encourage you to reach out, and no matter where your questions fall under any of these different, categories or services provided, Shannon and the crew will be able to get your question answered. Yep. Chore programs on here, Senior Resources and Trinity Episcopal Church Durable Medical Equipment Lending Program, lending things like wheelchairs, right?
Yes, say that 10 times fast.
I don't think I could. And then the home repair program, got through that one, and the outreach program. This is why we have decided, or I have decided, and you have agreed to come on the show once a month.
Yep.
To talk about it, because when you can sit here and look through and fan through, I need more time to talk about Senior Resources, and I think it's important enough to have someone like Shannon on to keep communicating the message. So we're going to plan on doing that. But in the meanwhile, things that are coming up that you could give some attention to, the Memory Cafe in partnership with Sunnybrook coming up. Also, the Welcome to Medicare, that'll be coming up soon. And do you need volunteers for other things?
Yes.
Okay, I'm glad that I'm asked that. So where could like a person that is looking to volunteer, how could they get connected at Senior Resources? We certainly have a lot of things that we've talked about, but like right now, could you identify a couple areas that could use volunteers in particular?
We definitely can always use volunteers in Adult Day. So if you have like a great skill, like if you're the football team and want to come and do some cool stuff and hang out with our group, or if you're the POM team and you want to come do a routine and show them something they wouldn't normally see, if you have a skill, we want to see it. They get a kick out of seeing new things that they wouldn't normally get to. We do have the Christmas baskets. We need sponsors for those.
Sure.
We are not taking applicants yet, but we are taking sponsors for that because it takes an army to deliver them and sponsor it. And always with Meals on Wheels, it just never fails. We're actually hoping to expand back into 5 or 6 routes, which I think has been unheard of. So that's kind of the big thing. So I'm always looking for that. And I am doing a marketing campaign, so I will be going out in the community with bags full of these brightly colored informational brochures. So if you're interested and you would like me to stop out and kind of give you the theater version of senior resources, then I would be more than happy to come over and chat with you and give you some information.
Listen, if you can help out, I want you to think about it. Whether it is giving of yourself or monetarily, or, pointing someone to senior resources that could use some of the programs that they offer, it's the least that you can do, because here's the reality, ladies and gentlemen. We're all getting older, and senior resources is a place that we want to make sure continues to operate for when we need it in just a couple of years, right? I mean, that's the reality. And the last thing that I just want to reiterate again is the upcoming trip to the Hy-Vee Zoo. If you want to help out with a donation to senior resources, pay for some seniors to ride the train at Hy-Vee Zoo. $3.75 is the cost per ticket for a train ride. So if you could give 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100, $200.
If you could just take it,
yeah,
and make it rain.
Right, make it rain.
Yes.
Train tickets. I'm so glad that you got to do that.
I know, me too.
That was an important moment for Shannon.
Yeah.
563-263-7292 for senior resources, 1808 Mulberry here in Muscatine. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you.
We'll do it again in September, which is just a couple days away.
Where did the
Can you
summer
believe
go?
it? I know. It's
crazy.
It's wild. All right, let's go to the CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam if we could. Then we're going to send Betsy on a little stroll in the cart cam. And we'll get ready for our next guest, who is Captain John DeNovo from the Hy-Vee Seafood Department. And look where the CBI Bank and Trust aisle camera is set up, ladies and gentlemen, in a place that I have not visited in a while, the donut case. Oh, my. Those donuts, friends, let me just tell you, again, every single donut that you can see in that shot, and keep it there, Chad, it looks great, every single donut was hand-fried. Nothing comes in frozen in the donut case. Everything is hand-fried, and boy, oh boy, do those donuts look good. They look great. So that is an attention to detail that you can appreciate from the crew in the bakery making every single donut by hand, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it's really a lot of work, and there are people that work overnight frying donuts and getting them ready. So they are fresh and ready to go. Now, Betsy, you're not going far with the Toyota of Muscatine cart cam today. You're literally going to the seafood department. And speaking of things that are done by hand every single day, and we've talked about this before, and you can see the set, and there is the seafood department, and Captain John DeNovo, Hy-Vee Seafood Manager, sitting with us. And Johnny, you are mic'd up, so you can kind of comment on this. Your case, and I'm glad that we're showing this for once because we've talked about it.
It's a lot of work every morning.
Every single day, from the ice to everything that's in the case, you're setting it out.
Yep, Eileen's out there right now getting it all set up. I get in there in the morning and I shovel the ice in there. It takes about 20-25 minutes to get it all shoveled in there. It's a lot of ice. 4 big things of ice, so yeah.
It's no joke, the amount of work. And
we got to wash
Eileen.
all the fish.
Right.
We put new fish in there, we rotate, so on and so forth, and then we got to set up a display, make it look really nice and artsy and stuff, so it takes a little time.
so Betsy's got the cart cam, and just give us an idea what we're looking at right there.
Now we got our cook section of our seafood case. On there we got our crab salad, we got shrimp. We usually have 2 kinds.
Cool.
26.30, which are a little bigger. You get that 26.30 in a pound, and then 51 to 60 count. That's how many you get in a pound for the smaller ones. Got some crawdads in there. A lot of people like those. Right now I've been selling a lot of those.
Cool.
Good time to do some boils, I believe.
I was going to say, yeah,
we got crab salad in there as well.
It's good to see this perspective because that case will be filled up in just a matter of moments, and that's, again, every single day. And it's important with seafood to make sure that everything's fresh and looking good. I mean, it's definitely, as far as places in this store that have a lot of work, I mean, you're right up there.
Yeah, and most of that stuff, it's like a 3 to 5 day shelf life, so I try to get it in and out as quick as possible, make sure it's as fresh as can be for everyone. And like I said, we rinse it off and give it a nice bath every day and make sure that everything's good to go on it. Keep it really fresh.
Well, it's a good perspective for sure, and Eileen's working hard. Again, we're looking at the Toyota Muscatine cart cam, talking to Captain John, and You brought some props.
Yeah.
You know I love props.
Okay, so here's the deal. I think we still got plenty of time left for grilling season here. I grill year round, but
Yeah.
oh, we got Mark in the background. Hi,
I was
Mark.
going to say, Mark's trying to bomb us with something right now.
All right,
yeah,
so
you know
right now
what?
we got some tuna.
Grilling.
Yes.
Labor Day weekend, grilling.
Dude, it's perfect time
tailgating.
right now.
Yeah.
So I got tuna steak right here.
Yeah.
Those run $5.99 a piece. It's a nice 8-ounce piece of tuna. Wow. Great on the grill. Just a couple minutes on each side. I like
Look
mine
at how
medium
good
rare.
that looks,
Look at that,
John.
Tony.
Oh my gosh. That is a big piece of tuna, y'all. Betsy, can you zoom in? I just want to give people
$5.99. I
Look at
mean,
that.
you can't beat that.
Look at how thick of a cut of tuna that is. I'm going to try and make this work so y'all can see it. Look at that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And this is one of those things, John, that you don't have to cook that long.
Couple minutes on each side.
Wow.
I like putting a little teriyaki on there.
Mm-hmm.
Good flavor. And then just marinate it and cook it for few minutes.
And it's so good
Super
for
easy.
you.
It is.
Right?
It's very healthy for you.
That is a good size.
The key to tuna
cut right
is
there.
don't overcook it.
Sure.
If you overcook it, it's going to taste like leather. So you just want it. You want it to be a little bloody in the middle. I mean, a little rare.
Yeah, you don't want it to taste like leather, ladies and gentlemen. That would not be good.
I also got a salmon
Yeah.
steak right here.
Nice.
Big salmon fillet.
Jeez, look at that.
Those are on sale this week, $11.99 a pound.
Look at
and we're
how-
actually going to be demoing them tomorrow from 3 o'clock until 7 o'clock, and we'll be demoing them 11 to 3 on Saturday. So
Look at how good that looks. Jeez Louise.
I'm going to grill those up tomorrow, and I'll
Okay.
have Beverly out there sampling them. So stop in and say hi to Beverly.
Okay, and now this is, I don't
Brand
know
new
what this
items.
is. Okay, brand new.
All right, so in
Yes.
the meat department, we got stuffed mushrooms. Well, I decided to bring some stuffed mushrooms in the seafood department. We got a Cajun crab stuffed mushroom. If you ever had our Cajun crab dip,
Oh,
I just
snap.
pretty much just put them into mushrooms, and you can bake them in the oven for about 15, 20 minutes at 375, or you can grill them as well. And then I even got
Dude.
a smoked salmon stuffed mushroom. Smoked
What?
salmon dip is one of our big sellers. Figured I'd put them in a mushroom and do those. So a
That
couple
is-
new items.
I was gonna say that is absolutely genius.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because these are those kind of side items that people enjoy, but I would have never thought
Yep.
to put that. Oh my gosh! I bet there's. Have you tried them yet?
I have not tried them. I'm gonna probably
you know they're gonna be
sample some tomorrow,
great.
maybe even. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Holy
we got
moly.
Beverly out there demoing. I might throw a few of those out there with them, let customers try it. So
That is fantastic, pal. Absolutely fantastic. So one of the things I had written down on my sheet was new arrivals, and that's something that you've created.
Yep.
That's not even an arrival. That's a creation.
Yep.
So isn't that nice that you can come up with something, put it together, and then get it out
that's
to
one of
sell?
the beauties about Hy-Vee. We could do anything we want with that. I mean, we could create
Yeah.
our own stuff, and you don't get that at a lot of stores. A lot of stores, they won't allow you to do that. So
Yeah, they just sort of force things on you, but you
Yep.
kind of know, obviously, you know your customer base. And yes, the stuffed mushrooms
stuffed
work in the meat
mushrooms are one of our
department.
best sellers in the meat department. So me and Mike were talking. We decided to throw some of these out. So
Wow, that's
Yeah.
great. And again, those look really good size as well. So we're at the end of August. September's coming up. Will there be anything arriving as the seasons change in the seafood
we got
department?
coho salmon coming up here, actually.
That's good
So
stuff.
we're going to be getting some fresh wild caught coho salmon in here next week. Actually, I'll have some in, and we'll be demoing that next Friday and Saturday as well.
That's
so
really exciting.
yeah,
If you haven't had coho salmon, I have. It's very good. Wow, that's great. I didn't know you were going to be getting that.
Yeah, that'll
And
be
then
coming up.
Betsy did a good job showing us the live lobster in case she's still interested.
from the last
in
show, yeah, we had some lobsters and stuff.
If you're still interested, I mean, think about it. Not that hard to prepare. And like John said the last time, you could do it for them.
yeah, and I even had a customer
Yeah.
just the other week buy 3-pound lobsters.
Wow.
About 9 pounds of live lobsters, and yeah.
That's
She takes them home. Her
awesome.
kids actually played with them a little bit beforehand. They do it every year. They buy them a couple times a year, and yeah, so kind of cool.
Oh,
So I
man.
can custom order for you any kind of size lobster you're looking for, and
So even bigger than.
we'll cook them here, like I said to you.
The kids played with the lobster.
Yes,
They-
yes.
So they literally played with their food.
Yep. Whenever I bring them out, the kids usually start playing with them, and they go home and play with them before they cook them. So
They give them a bath. Listen, you got to clean the lobster, right?
Yes,
Betsy?
exactly,
You gotta clean them.
exactly.
Make sure that they're okay. Oh my goodness. One of the other things that I wrote down, and we've talked about it a couple months ago, but the ease of the seafood cooking from, tuna to salmon, it doesn't
Yes.
take a lot of time. And then
No.
I don't know if people realize, John, when it comes to like crab legs, like those are, I mean, they couldn't be easier to prepare.
crab legs are already cooked. So
Right.
with that, you're only putting in a pot of boiling water for just a few minutes. especially if they're thawed out. Frozen, a couple minutes longer, but put them in a pot of boiling water for about 3 minutes, and you're good to go.
It's so easy.
It's not even a lot of work getting the meat out. As long as you got a good pair of kitchen scissors is actually all you need.
Yeah.
And you just cut down the seam. You got a white part on there. You just cut down that, and you'll be good to go.
Dip them in some butter.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
Heck
right?
yeah.
We have a lot of good butter out. And listen, I know people, margarine, whatever, but I feel like if you're going to do crab legs, get a real butter.
Oh, yeah.
You know, melt it down and then use that. And
Even Chef Tess's butter, we sell that here at the store level,
Yeah.
so you can get that from
idea.
us too. So that'd be really good.
Yeah.
And yeah, we got the big crab promotion coming up here in December, but we
Okay.
still sell them year round. So
Sure.
just come over here. I got some in the bunker, and then I got some over in the freezer section too. So
You have a lot of real estate
Yes,
for
yes.
seafood. It's probably one of those areas that just continues to grow because people
Yep.
are trying to make healthier choices.
well, with it being so quick and easy, everyone's got really busy lifestyles, and it's just a quick, easy, healthy protein right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Yeah.
and just as we've been sitting here, Eileen has been continuing to fill things, and now she's taking care of a customer, so it's always busy.
Yep.
And I just want people to understand that, again, Hy-Vee takes their seafood very seriously. Only grocery store that has a USDC lot inspector, so that everything that comes to the store is fresh. No
I got a
matter
quick
what.
story about that, actually.
Okay, good.
So I got an email a couple weeks ago, and we had steelhead rainbow trout in our ad. And long story short, the lot inspector actually did not let it go through. I guess the temperature didn't meet its requirements, and
Wow.
they didn't pass it, so we actually didn't have it for that weekend for the ad. So
Wow, so they're serious.
they're very
about
picky
it.
about it. Yeah, it didn't meet the temperature requirements, and they told them no to it. So yeah.
Holy moly. That's good to know. I mean, and that's a great example of that USDC lot inspector working to make sure, again, that every seafood item that shows up to Hy-Vee is ready to go.
And once again, I mean, especially in town here, you're not going to get that anywhere else. I guarantee you, any of our competitors out here, they're not going to be doing that right now. You know,
Yeah.
Hy-Vee's the only one. So
Yeah, I mean, it's just really about that next level of customer service and understanding that you want
Yep.
people to feel confident when they come in to buy, no matter what it is. I mean, there's so many different. I can just look over right now and see so much variety
I
in
think
that
last
case.
time I counted like 40 different options in there.
Wow.
I mean,
It's amazing. Betsy, you want to swing your camera over? We'll just take a look. I feel like we're spying on Eileen,
Eileen,
but
say
that's
hi.
okay. We're spying on Eileen as she's working, everybody. That's
she's
okay.
working hard.
Let's just, Betsy, zoom in on what she's kind of got set out already.
All right, so we got our shellfish section right there. You got a little carp blocking it, but we got our shellfish off to the far left there. And right next to that, we got our salmon. We got
Nice.
Atlantic salmon portions right there. They're skinless, super easy to cook up. Got some catfish in there, whole catfish. Great time to do a fish fry right now, guys.
gonna say.
We got whole catfish. I ordered plenty of catfish fillets. We even got breaded catfish nuggets at the bunker at the end of aisle number 4. So
That's good stuff. Tailgating, right?
yeah, tailgating and fish fries right now for the holiday. I think that's all popular stuff. So
It's all there in seafood. John and the crew do a good job. And again, the level of work and guaranteeing that it's fresh inside the store, setting it up, it's no small task, pal. It's a lot
Yep.
of work.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you came on.
Thank
and
you, sir.
again, look at these mushrooms. Let me see one of these. Dude.
all
Look
right,
at this.
these are the Cajun
Wow.
stuffed mushrooms, Cajun crab.
This is genius. Again, this is something new. So if you're going tailgating, Iowa City, Ames, wherever, maybe you show up with the Cajun crab dip or the smoked salmon dip right here, ready to go. Only going to find it
Yeah.
in Hy-Vee.
Yeah.
Brand new.
I think we're the only ones doing it. As far as I know, we just
Yeah.
created it. So
That's right. You heard it here first. So if this shows up in another Hy-Vee,
yeah,
copyright
there we go.
2018, Hy-Vee Muscatine, store 1437. This is great. Smoked salmon, Cajun crab in a mushroom. Wow. You know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm glad that you brought some good props, dude. That looks awesome. All
Thank
right.
you.
Thanks
Thank you.
for the hard work. See John and the crew this weekend. Let's go back to the CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam if we could, see what's going on in the bakery where the donuts are almost as fresh as the seafood. What about a Cajun crab donut? That could be something we could put together potentially. Yeah, and just since we looked the last time, you can see people have come in and bought more donuts. That is fantastic. All right, so as we're on sort of the back half of this program, I want to mention some high school football games coming up this week. on Friday. So all of these games are this Friday, which is tomorrow, if you're playing along at home, the 31st of August. Northeast takes on Wilton in Wilton, 7 o'clock. Durant goes to North Cedar, 7 o'clock. Solon comes to West Liberty this Friday at 7. Muscatine High School plays host to Cedar Rapids Jefferson this Friday, 7:30. L&M in the house, traveling to Van Buren this Friday at 7 o'clock. Vinton Shellsburg will come to Tipton, and West Branch travels to Wapello to take on Wapello at 7 o'clock. High school football action. Football, yes. And then college football, ladies and gentlemen, whether it's the Iowa Hawkeyes or the Iowa State Cyclones, we've got shirts, everybody. From small to my size and Ryan Broderson's size, which would be probably a large, I'm guessing. Maybe XL. He's still large, probably. Yeah. I'm hoping to be a 2XL. What size is this? 2XL? Should I do it? Should I try it on? Why not? Betsy goes, yeah, why not? If it doesn't fit, then I got motivation to lose more weight. All right. And for the people playing along at home, let me see what size the Iowa State shirt is before I get called bias. It's an XL, so yeah. All right, let's see if this works. Oh, like how I didn't take my glasses off. That's a good look. Delmer, Mike, is that you? I still think I'm a 3X. I don't know. This is a 2X. I haven't put a 2X shirt on in a while. How'd I do? Did I do okay? I got that weird collar thing going on now. Here we go. All right. And then the tag thing. I think I would still be a 3X, Delmer. What do you think?
I think it makes you look perfect.
I also have, there's Delmer, ladies and gentlemen. He's back from his 6-week vacation.
Working on 52.
Yeah. All you got to do is win the lottery, right? I will say that I'm impressed with how long this shirt is as a long person. But this is a 2XL. It's a very generous 2XL. And do I have to buy it now that I tried it on? Hey, Steve, what do you think of my shirt? It's 2X. I got 2 layers on underneath, but, you know, I don't know. I can maybe do it. Should I just buy it as a motivation shirt, Ryan? What do you think? Okay. Well, if you want to buy this pre-worn Hawkeye shirt, friends, we've got a deal for you. It is only, let me look at this other one. I think these are $12.99. Yeah, $12.99. And then we do have, this is very soft too. Don't I look styling right now? Right? I got the dress shirt and the long sleeves sticking out. I look like a stuffed sausage. Anyways, we've got Hawkeye and Iowa State Cyclone shirts. What, Betsy? You want me to put the hanger on? We're not trying to ruin the shirt, Betsy, okay? But listen, if you're going tailgating, no matter which team you support, Iowa State, we've got shirts starting as low as, by the way, there are some short sleeve Hawkeye shirts that start at $7.99. This one's $12.99, probably because it's a little bit softer. And yeah, it looks good. I kind of want to take this off, but I'll just keep it on. Right? I mean, at least for the rest of the show. That's a good idea, isn't it? I can't believe I got a 2XL on. I'm really excited. Thank you for clapping, Betsy. Allow me to take a curtsy. Allow me to bow. Okay. Some other things I want to mention before we go. The Labor Day weekend tailgating fuel saver. Wow, I said that wrong. Let me try that again. The Labor Day weekend fuel saver. I combined 2 different things. Starts tomorrow, this Friday, with every $50 you spend, we'll give you a 25-cent fuel saver, and it adds up. So if you spent $100 and scroll down a little, Ryan, you'd get a 50-cent fuel saver. If you spent $150, you'd get 75 cents off on your fuel saver. Ladies and gentlemen, if you spent $200 here at Hy-Vee, you would get $1 on your fuel saver. Jim, this is a 2X, man. Haven't put a 2X on since like 05. And we're trying to sell them. Thank you. Maybe I'll get it for free. So this is Friday and Saturday, tomorrow the 31st, and Saturday, September 1st, right here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. Load up on that fuel saver. If you're going to be traveling this weekend for Labor Day, you don't want to have to pay full price at the pump. Debbie on Facebook says, Tony, you rock that 2X. Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate that. Means a lot. And, yeah, tailgating. All right, now we'll go to the tailgating ad. This is good-looking stuff on this ad, including a wing toss with our very own Chef Tess. If you want to get some custom chicken wings, we can get you taken care of right here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. Plus a 3-foot party sub. I promise a 3-foot party sub would be the talk. Besides me showing up with 3 shirts on, a 3-foot party sub would be the talk of your tailgate. And then you just hold it and take a bite in the middle. We got that tailgating ad? I can't stall much longer. This shirt's cutting off the circulation in my brain. There we go. Thank you. Tailgating headquarters, Chef Tess Wing Toss Friday and Saturday, and it's gone. Well, just imagine. There we go. And Delmer brought cheese curd samples over for the crew. What a nice man he is. Betsy's so excited she just jumped up and down. You didn't see it. Friday, 5 to 7, and Saturday. Ryan! Leave it up there, Ryan. I can't read. Help me. I'm Ron Burgundy. 3-foot party sub and other stuff as well. And a discerning Steve Graham in the background. Crab Rangoon dip is on there. Prairie Farms, Sturging's chips, Manwich, sour cream, T-shirts. By the way, you could get 3 Hawkeye or 4 Cyclone shirts. Pretty good deal on that one. All right. Fantastic. Let's see what else we have on the list to talk about. The Fuel Saver flyer is brand new. That actually looks better on Chad's camera. No offense, Betsy. I feel like I'm a little less self-conscious now with my Hawkeye shirt on. Fuel Saver flyer started yesterday and goes through next Tuesday. There are several different items throughout the course of the store that are going to save you money at the gas pump. And, yeah, here you go. From hamburgers to chocolate milk, Kendall Jackson Chardonnay at Wine and Spirits, chicken strips, large fruit pizza, bakery fresh, hamburger, hot dog, and brat buns are good. Plus, we've got kitchen salads, Hawaiian sliders, It's Your Churn premium ice cream only available at Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee premium sliced turkey and green giant russet potatoes, and a Fuel Saver item. That's not someone's name. That is a Fuel Saver item from the floral department. Heather Kaluna. Are you a Chicago Bears football fan like me? Yeah. You could go see the Bears take on the Packers Sunday, September 9th at Lambeau Field in beautiful Green Bay, Wisconsin. Stop by customer service. Raffle tickets are $5, and all of the proceeds are going to go to the Over the Edge campaign to send me and Mark Heideball over the edge of the Laurel Building. All of the proceeds from that day, October 19th, will go to Big Brothers Big Sisters of Muscatine County and Special Olympics of Muscatine County. Tickets are $5 each, or 5 for $20. Bears, Packers, and the tickets are in the Gatorade Suite at Lambeau Field. I can't buy tickets because I work here. My wife can't buy tickets because she's married to me. So you should come and buy tickets because you're helping out a good cause at the same time. And I can't even tell you the value of these Gatorade Suite tickets. I'm going to estimate that they are at least worth $150 each. So even if you spent $20 on raffle tickets, wouldn't that be worth it if you were the big winner? I think so. I didn't send you the picture. That's the last. Did you get it? You're amazing, Ryan. So I saw this on Facebook, and sometimes I see things online that I want to mention here on the program. And this is Megan Kaufman Randall and her daughter. And Carver Pump is a great company in Muscatine. They employ a lot of people. And Carver Pump kind of holding their own little food drive. And check this out. 2,000 pounds of food. Shout out to the crew at Carver Pump for making a difference in the community and grabbing some food. I'm sure it's going to go to the Muscatine Food Pantry, maybe the Salvation Army, wherever it's going. That is excellent. So shout out to our friends. And I have a lot of friends at Carver Pump. Great job. Well done. Tomorrow will be Friday here at Hy-Vee Today. We'll talk to Mark Krieger with the Kent Nutrition Group and Carol Reynolds with the Kent Corporation. Look forward to chatting with them. I'm kind of digging the shirt. I don't know. I would be interested to try it on with maybe just an undershirt and not a dress shirt to see how it fits. As long as the collar looks okay. That tag is itching my neck. Goo! There we go. All right. So come in and buy yourself a Hawkeye or Cyclone t-shirt and get ready for tailgating because college football returns this weekend as well as Labor Day weekend. Labor Day weekend. Are you going to be doing anything special? We do have rain in the forecast, but we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching Hy-Vee Today. If you've been with us live online, I appreciate it. If you watch this show on cable, weeknights, 7:30 and 10:30 on MPW Channel 5, thanks to our friends at Remax. You watch it every night. That's super cool. Thank you so much. If it's your first time watching the show, appreciate it. This is Tony Tone, Hy-Vee@gmail.com if you need anything. And a big thanks to our friends with CBI Bank and Trust, Toyota of Muscatine, and Team Staffing. That's it, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow at 8:30 live or whenever you watch this program. Have yourself a good one, and we'll do it again soon. Bye.
Thanks for watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community. Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.
This white frosted long john and sprinkled one. And then this white other white long john right here.